Alright, I just finished it. Alright, cool. So now I can make this video. Literally, finished this literally 5 seconds ago. Right after, grabbed my phone, started recording. So yeah, it's time for a special video, you guys. It's your boy Kimbo here, obviously, and it's time for a special little video. I'm gonna turn this top light on. There we go, a little bit better lighting. You know, this is usually the lighting I have for these videos. But yeah, anyways, it is going to be a review on Beyblade vs. God, episode 43. So yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I recently, and by recently I mean I just got back. I was over at my cousin's house, actually. I stayed the night over there. I actually watched the Royal Rumble last night. It was really, really good. It was a really great show, you know, because I'm a big fan of WWE, you know, definitely would talk about it with people. And yeah, so first things first, I gotta get my gloves because, you know, gotta put them on. But yeah, anyways, time to talk about episode 43. So I literally just watched this and everything's obviously fresh in my brain. So yeah, all the battles that happened. It started off with, you know, if you don't want to know, got 5 seconds to exit out of this if you don't want spoilers for it. But yeah. And if you go, I completely understand, you know. So yeah, this is for anybody who wants to know what just happened in the show. So yeah, episode 43 just came out today. Didn't get a chance to watch it until I got back here, but just saw it. Basically, a bunch of battles happened. You know, they showed snippets of them. They showed like a good amount of the battles, but not the entire thing. But yeah, basically it started off with Jaka versus Rue. You know, Jackenzie, Kaiser, Sieg Excalibur versus Shelter Regulus. Yeah, it was a really, really good battle. I think the score was like 1-1 at first, and then at the very end, Jaka did win it. So yeah, Jaka beat Rue in this, and then the battle that happened after that was we had RedEye versus Kurtz. Now, for anybody who's like, you know, like I've just seen a bunch of comments like, you know, like people are like, yo, that's Shu, man, it's not RedEye anymore, that's Shu. What I mean by this is that like he has the same look, you know, but he is still RedEye. The reason why I say this is because Shu would never normally do what he is doing right now. He is very, very evil, obviously. You could see that by the way he just acts, you know, all the smirks he has. Those are smirks of just pure evil. Just like I said, anybody, just think of Metal Masters, you know? Think of the character Toby. Masamune's best friend Toby, Zio, and Masamune were all on the same team, right? You know, Team Dungeon. Before Masamune went off to Japan and Zio stayed in the US, and then Toby got, like, admitted, you know. He got admitted because he had a bunch of issues. But then Ziggurat got a hold of Toby and cured his illness. But when he cured his illness, he did keep up his part of the bargain that he would cure his illness. But he also brainwashed Toby and made him into the strongest blader, Faust, whose only goal was to keep Twisted Tempo or Basalt Herogium spinning for all time and allow the Spiral Force. That's what I mean by this. He got an arrangement that completely changed the way that his mind is. He has the body still of Toby, but completely got switched around and got this new brain of this guy, Faust. This is what I mean by what happened with Shu. Yes, RedEye, like it was revealed that RedEye is Shu. You know, the mask broke and everything after the battle with Louis. But mentally, he is still gone. It was like there was maybe a little bit of Shu left when he was RedEye with the mask, you know, but it still seemed like he got a little bit brainwashed. But after he entered that Requiem machine, after Theodore, and for anybody who doesn't know, Theodore is the guy that's the leader of Snake Pit, you know, and the New York team, and the guy that I speculate at least to be the owner of Screw Trident. I've speculated this for a while. But when Shu, or like RedEye, you know, RedEye went into that machine, all traces of Shu were completely just gone. He was completely brainwashed with that. You could tell because of just like the images that he had with Vault, and then like he heard Theodore's voice, or like, you know, the leader of Snake Pit. I think he still just goes by Theodore. I don't know his actual name. You know, I don't know if he goes by like a code name like Black Eye or something like that. But, you know, as soon as he came out of that machine or was in that machine, Spriggan took complete control of him. You know, think about it that way. Like, he's completely evil and brainwashed. Yes, it is Shu. It's obviously Shu and Shu's body, but his mind is still RedEye. That's what I mean by this, you guys. That's why I keep saying that, you know. It's obviously Shu physically, but mentally he is RedEye, and he's gonna be RedEye until somebody manages to beat him, you know, actually defeat him. That's how this is probably gonna go. He's gonna stay RedEye until someone beats him, you know. And I mean, it just would be the perfect setup if it's Vault. But yeah, that's what I mean by this. But anyways, getting back to the story. RedEye versus Kurtz. And, you know, Kurtz put up a good fight, managed to get the KO, but it mainly just seems like RedEye, for the first battle, all he does is just see what his opponent's doing, you know, the way his opponent battles, and then after that, just completely just wrecks their bay, you know. He uses the first battle just to see, like, how they are, like, their power level, and then he just changes it up, completely adjusts to it, and just knocks them out, you know. So it was Kurtz against RedEye, you know, RedEye against Kurtz, and RedEye defeated Kurtz, you know. He bursted, beat Kukulkan, which obviously there's no, like, easy feat, because beat Kukulkan has some crazy attacks. So, yeah, that's one thing that happened. That's what I mean by the whole RedEye thing. For anybody who's still confused about that, why I keep saying RedEye, people just say, oh, it's Shu. Like, you know, obviously, physically it's Shu, but mentally he's still RedEye. Shu would never be this evil, you guys. It's a given, you know? Like, being with Snake Pit and going in that machine and those things did something to him, you know? And he's RedEye. He's gonna be RedEye until somebody really beats him and knocks some sense into him, you know? Because Theodore developed him, like, made him into, like, his ultimate weapon, you know? A blader that's the absolute strongest and won't be beat, that can counter literally anything, you know? Look at the bays that it's based off of, you know? Like Drain Fafnir, Nightmare Longinus, Siege Excalibur, God Valkyrie, all these strong Beyblades, you know? It's like all wrapped into one. That's what I mean by this, you guys. But yeah, just wanted to get that out for anybody who's been confused, because I know people have been like, oh man, no, he's not RedEye, he's Shu. He doesn't have the mask anymore. The mask doesn't mean anything. He's brainwashed, like Theodore, the dude up there, like, did some messed up stuff to him, you know? He's stronger, but at a cost. So, yeah, that's what I mean by that. But anyways, getting on to the rest of the episode. After that battle, it was Free versus Joshua Boone. And Joshua managed to actually outspin Drain Fafnir. You know, Blast Genius managed to outspin Drain Fafnir, but it seemed like Free was just doing the same thing, sort of. You know, just seeing Joshua's power and see that, like, he's gotten stronger. But then at the very end, Joshua thought he got the burst with the Cyclone Wall, but then Free completely punked him and Blast Genius bursted. So yeah, Free was the winner, and I'm not surprised about that. So basically, RedEye hasn't lost a single battle. Free hasn't lost a single battle. And then we get into the battle with Louis versus Cisco. So, you know, Nightmare Longinus versus Christ Satan. And the way that it went, you know, obviously, Louis won it. Louis did beat Cisco. You know, he bursted Christ Satan with Nightmare Longinus. So yeah, that's the third blader that's completely undefeated in this tournament, you know. And also, and then, like, the last battle that was shown in this is between, it was Norman Turver versus Boa. And then Norman Turver in the first battle bursted Arc Bahamut. So Twin Nemesis bursted Arc Bahamut. Norman Turver beat Boa, and he is also still unbeaten in this. So yeah, that's 4 bladers that have not lost at all. So yeah, those are the top 4 right now. And yeah, that's sort of a given. So basically, just think about it this way, and the way that it ends obviously was a big hint towards this, you know, because after Norman won, looked immediately up at Theodore. Theodore was sitting up in the booth. He had the maniacal little smile. Then at the very end, it showed him with his hands and with all of his gear on, like all of his Snake Pit gear on. This dude's evil. He's really, really twisted. Think of it this way. He's basically like Ziggurat. Dr. Ziggurat. Anybody who's a fan of, like, you know, Metal Fight Beyblade, Metal Masters, or, you know, Metal Fight Explosion, yeah, he's basically like Ziggurat, except he's not really using Spiral Force. He's just trying to use his blader, you know, the bladers that he's created to just take over the world and rule, you know. It just seems that way, because, like, this is God Blader's Cup. These are the strongest bladers in the world, not just, like, you know, for a single country. This is around the entire world, and he's using this to show off his research. So, you know, his 2 aces, obviously, are Norman Turver. Well, for RedEye, obviously, is number 1. And the number 2 is Norman Turver. So, yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah, you know, he's using this to show off his research, you guys. And I totally see him still being the owner of Screw Trident. You know, there's no doubt about it. And, yeah, so the preview for the next episode kind of shows, you know, it shows off some of the other battles that are happening. It's RedEye. It's going to be RedEye taking on Kuza in this next one, you know. So, yeah, honestly, the way I see it, like, Kuza is going to lose to RedEye. You know, RedEye's not lose. Like I said, RedEye's not going to lose. He's going to not lose a single battle, you know, up until, like, somebody actually fully beats him and overpowers him, which it still remains to be seen who's going to do it. So, yeah, things are getting really wild in the God Blader's Cup. And also, this next episode, the Strike Godship is getting introduced. And it looks like at least 2 of the battles that are being shown Let's see here. It's Kuza versus, yeah. Let's see, yeah. Kuza versus RedEye. Norman Turver. It's Norman Turver versus Vault, actually. And this is the debut of Vault using the Strike God chip. So, you know, his teacher finally says, like, you know, he's finally mastered God Valkyrie. So now he's going to get even more power with the Strike God chip. And that's the hidden power with it. But the interesting thing in this is that he does not have the ultimate reboot. Now, the question is that is his teacher, after this battle, is Vault going to win this, and is his teacher going to give him the ultimate reboot? You know, that's a big question with this. Or will it be that, like, maybe Vault wins this, beats Norman, and then after that, Norman thinks he needs more power, and then Theodore goes and makes the ultimate reboot for Twin Nemesis? That's the big question. Is Norman going to steal the ultimate reboot from Vault, or is it going to be Theodore that gives him the ultimate reboot? As a little counter, like, you know, like, sort of just like, nah, you ain't gonna win this, son. No chance. But yeah, anyways, so that is basically everything. I think my phone's plugged in. Okay, my phone is plugged in. It just, like, you know, the lights turned on for a quick second. I was like, oh no, I hope it's not glitching out. But yeah, so that's basically how this is going. And it's gonna be a really, really good episode next time, you know? So yeah, like I said, my prediction is that, like, Screw Triton's owner is going to be Theodore. Like, you know, Theodore, the guy that's the leader of, like, Snake Pit and the New York team, the guy that's basically, like, you know, behind the Godbladers Cup, sitting up there in the booth, he's going to be the owner, you know, but he's going to be in his full gear. Yeah, not full beer. Yeah. Anyways, full gear, when it comes time, you know, after the Godbladers Cup, you know, or maybe towards the end of it, you know, because somebody's going to figure this out. It's like they're scheming. They're trying to figure out, like, what exactly is going on. Like, what the heck happened to Shu? And just, like, this Goldeye, well, Norman Turver, a.k.a. Goldeye, you know. And then Shu, who, well, you know, Shu is RedEye, but, like, it's just RedEye. He's not Shu anymore. He's completely brainwashed, you know. So, yeah, it's like those masks did brainwash them, but then Shu just went to a completely different level when going through the Requiem machine, you know. It's like they got brainwashed by the masks, at least a little bit. Still had a little bit of themselves, but, like, their judgment was clouded by those masks. But now that he went through the machine, he's just completely gone. Like I said, that's why I'm just trying to explain the whole thing, like, why I still call him RedEye, you know? Because obviously it is Shu. He's just, think of it like RedEye unmasked. It's still RedEye, but it's like Shu, but not Shu mentally. It's RedEye now, and he's gonna be that way until somebody knocks some sense into him, you know. But with this, obviously the ones that aren't gonna lose up until the battles where they actually fight one another are going to be Free, Louis, RedEye. Those are the three definites. I don't know about Norman. Like, maybe Vol will beat Norman, you know, but at least those three are gonna be, you know, undefeated until, like, they battle one another, you know. So yeah, that's just how I see this series going. And then, like, at some point, Theodore coming out with Screw Trident and just being like, no, you're not going to disrupt my plans for world domination. It's not going to happen. So yeah, that's my review on episode 43. Let me know what you guys think, like, your thoughts in the comments and stuff. And yeah, you know, because I just, like, I love watching the show, and I just love, like, trying to put the pieces together. I'm not saying, like, I'm going to be completely right, but I just love guessing and stuff, you know? So, like, I've guessed a lot with this, you know? Like, who's going to stay, like, unbeaten? And probably it's going to be in the finals. RedEye's going to be in the finals, but it's going to be, like, some shocker battles. Like, he's probably going to beat Free, or he's going to beat Louis. The big shocker will be, like, if he beats Louis, because Louis is the one that hasn't lost, like, at all in the series, you know? Like, in general, he hasn't lost, you know? So, that's going to be, like, the main one. It'll be, like, RedEye versus Louis. I'm guessing that'll be, like, the big shocker moment, at least in the show for people, but, like, in real life, probably not that much, you know, obviously. So, yeah. Anyways, that is my review on the episode, you guys. Like I said, just try to remember everything I said, like, you know, that's the reason why I still call him RedEye, why I don't call him Shu, because mentally he's not Shu. He's changed, man. And he's not going to be Shu until somebody knocks some sense back into him, you know. So, yeah. But this evil side, like, this evil side of him, you know, RedEye, it's pretty maniacal, man. It's pretty crazy, you know. So, yeah. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button down below. Let me know how I did. Hopefully this will be up the same day that I make it, which today's the 29th. If not, it'll be up tomorrow, which is the 30th. So, yeah, either or. yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring the bell next to my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. I know I upload a ton, and sometimes, like, even the bell might not even pick up on it or give notifications when I upload a video. But just come back here and check, because every single day I upload something new. So odds are, like, you know, there's a new video out. Just gotta come to my channel and just look for it, because it'll be right there. Because, you know, like, uploads, like, all my uploads, my recent uploads, there's a little, like, I have a tab for that. So, you know, you can see if there's anything new that you guys missed. But yeah, anyways, till next time, it's your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay awesome and cool. Shoot, I'm up out of here, man.